Okay, everybody should be thinking to themselves about our bell ringer. What was the cause of the intolerable acts? And what was the effect that they had on the colonists? You should be thinking to yourself right now, why did the intolerable acts get put into effect? And what effect did they have on the colonists? You have 30 seconds to discuss with your face-to-face partners, and go.
Take care of the soldiers.
And 3, 2, 1. Okay, so we have this bell ringer. I'm going to pull something up on my iPad real fast. Okay, so we had a cause and effect question for you. What was the cause? What was the cause of the intolerable acts, and what effect did the intolerable acts have on the colonists? So we're going to fill in our chart. The cause. Lauren, what was our cause that led to the intolerable acts?
The Sons of Liberty came in and made efforts in making the Boston Tea Party.
The Boston Tea Party. That was our cause of the British putting on this intolerable acts. Now, Jay Shada, what was our effect? How did the intolerable acts, what effect did that have on the colonists? What did they have to do?
They had to feed them and house.
Well, there we go. Our vocab word, quartering. They had to quarter the soldiers. Okay. And what else? What was something else, Malia?
There was taxes on the tea.
Taxes on the tea. And Quinlan, another one you guys talked about.
They had taxes on like the paper and.
So that's mainly just the taxes on all the stuff, so we'll just end with that. Okay, so let's go ahead and we're ready to move on to our agenda. Okay, everybody should have their notes ready and we should be ready to start. Today we are going to read 7.4, The War Begins. So we're on to the next start. The war begins. And our objectives for today are we will describe the first battles of the Revolutionary War, and we will explain how the fighting spread and colonists prepared for war in 1775. So everybody put your fingers on build. Build on what you know. Follow along as I read. When Britain and France could not agree on control of the Ohio River Valley, they went to
war.
What do you think happened when Britain and the colonists disagreed and could not get along anymore? Talk with your elbow buddy. What do you think is going to happen? Okay, 3, 2, 1. Jace Baxter, what's going to happen?
They're going to go to war.
They're going to go to war. Just like the French and British did when they didn't get along. And now they're going to start a war with Britain. Remember, we're seeing the tide start to turn, how they were getting along with Britain, and now they're going to go to war with them. Okay? So we're ready for the first section. Moving towards war. Main idea. Conflicts between the colonists and Britain led to the battles of Lexington and Concord. Follow along as I read. Fingers there. In 1775, many colonists felt that the intolerable acts were too harsh. There were more than 3 3,000 British soldiers in
Boston.
The British Navy blocked Boston
Harbor.
to keep ships from entering or leaving
Boston.
Patriots spoke out against the British
Government.
Colonists who opposed British rule called themselves
Patriots.
Mercy Otis Warren was a patriot.
Writer.
She wrote plays criticizing British officials in Boston. In Virginia, Patrick Henry, another patriot, said that he was eager for a war with
Britain.
Many colonists shared his views. Throughout the colonies, militias prepared for war. A
Militia.
is a group of ordinary people who train for battle. Most of the men in the militia were
Farmers.
good. Okay, let's look at the picture down below. Militia. The men in militias did not have much training, but they were willing to
Fight.
to defend their
Homes.
Good. Okay, question for you. How did Mercy Otis Warren, it's a bold word in your reading, find her name in your reading, Mercy Otis Warren, how did she oppose the British? Talk with your face-to-face partners. So what did she use? Did she use words? Did she write it down? Did she do?
She wrote it down because she was a patriot.
Correct. 3, 2, 1. Ashton, how did she oppose the British?
She was a writer. She was a patriot writer, so she wrote it down.
Okay, so she wrote it down. She came up with these plays. So she kind of portrayed it in a different way than other people did. She wrote it down in plays. Okay, go ahead and open your notes. Okay, so we are ready. Moving towards war. There were blank soldiers in blank. How many soldiers were there?
3,000.
Try that again, everybody. How many soldiers?
3,000.
3,000. And where were these soldiers located at, everybody?
Boston.
The British blank blocked Boston blank to keep ships from entering or leaving. The British,
Navy.
the British,
Navy.
the British Navy blocked Boston blank from to keep ships from entering or leaving. They blocked Boston what?
Harbor.
And they kept the ships from entering or leaving where, everybody?
Boston.
Okay, Mercy Otis Warren was a blank writer. What kind of writer was she?
Patriotic.
Ooh, try that word again.
Patriot.
Patriot. Throughout the colonies, blank prepared for war.
Militia.
Have I asked? Have I asked? No. Throughout the colonies, who prepared for war?
Militias.
Thank you. And most men in the militia were blank. They were ordinary what, everybody?
Farmers.
Thank you. Once you're done, fingers in the next section. Okay, follow along. Paul Revere's Ride. Now, we learned about Paul Revere yesterday. What did Paul Revere do in our section yesterday? Remember there was a painting. See if you and your partner are face to face.